This is Prep Rally brought to you by West Termite Pest and Lawn. Rogers rode into Fayetteville on Friday looking to make a statement in the 7A West. Before the halftime horn sounded, the Mounties were silenced. Fayetteville quarterback Bladen Fike fired 6 touchdown passes all in the first half, and the Purple Dogs rolled to a 48-13 Mercy Rule win to move to 2-0 in the 7A West. Jalen Blackburn caught a pair of touchdown passes, and Oregon commit Isaiah Satanga also caught 2, and Fike also ran for a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Fayetteville coach Casey Dick praised the play of his senior quarterback and the entire offensive unit. With the win, the Bulldogs keep pace with Bentonville atop the league standings at the halfway point of the season. Photos like the one seen in today's show can be seen and purchased on our website at nwaonline.com/photo. So be sure and check those out online or in the digital edition of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. And if you'd like to see more photos like these from the award-winning NWADG photographers, they are featured in the digital edition every day for subscribers of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. The Farmington Cardinals entered Friday's 5A West game, riding the momentum of a huge win the previous week against league-leading Kingpin, Harrison. But Valonia quarterback Austin Myers, he cut Farmington's homecoming celebration short by firing 7 touchdown passes in a 57-28 win. Valonia coach Todd Langrel praised the play of his quarterback and a plethora of receivers who helped Myers pass for 516 yards.
Number one, our offensive line protecting for the most part. And we've got some skill guys that they can catch a simple hitch and they can take it 60, or if people come up and press us, we've got enough speed. And our quarterback, Austin Myers, somebody's missing out on him. He's a gym dandy. Kennon Bartlett, Jameson Hinesley, Connor Erie, Jack Vines, all of them are great skill guys. I can't put enough on Austin, how accurate he is, how he extends plays. He did a great job tonight.
Myers gave props to his coach and teammates following the game.
I believe in Coach Langle, and he calls good plays, short stuff, or just pegging him with short stuff, and then we were able to go over the top a couple times. Really good defense. Farmington's really good defense. They gave us some struggles there, but overall, overall a great performance by our team. It wasn't me. It wasn't my 7 touchdowns and my O-line, my receivers catching the ball. This is a great night.
You can get even more prep sports news with our weekly Prep Rally podcast and the Prep Rally live on tape shows on the NWADG YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button to access that content each week along with this show. For the podcast, you can listen each week on SoundCloud, Apple, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher. In the 3A1 conference, the road to the league championship usually goes through Charleston. Now, Cedarville is hoping to change that narrative, but the Tigers were too much Friday night. Charleston quarterback Brandon Scott led a third-quarter surge, and the Tigers rode to a 40-20 win to seize control of the 3A1 race. Scott passed for 121 yards and ran for 111 for Charleston, drawing praise from Tigers coach Ricky May.
I knew they'd be ready to go. Cedarville's always ready to go. Kids just played well, stuck with it, made just a couple little adjustments, and it definitely paid off.
What were those adjustments you made in the second half?
Well,
they didn't get much.
They were wearing us out the first half, fullback trap, and so we had to condense that down and try to take that away. And then, Kaddish hit us a couple good runs on the buck sweep, and we felt like we had to slow that down and then make them do something else, and they ran quick pitch. And so finally our guys settled in, and I took my little nose man out and put my big boy in there, and that definitely helped.
Now, Charleston led 21-20 at halftime but scored 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. The Tigers' defense also shut down Cedarville's powerful run game in the second half, holding the Pirates scoreless. Bentonville welcomed Fort Smith Southside into Tiger Stadium, but the Mavericks were no match for the league-leading black and gold. Even without 2 receivers, Chad Snimrod and Cooper Smith, the Tigers had too much firepower for the visiting Mavericks in a 46-7 win. Josh Ficklin ran for 3 touchdowns in just one half of play as the Tigers won their 33rd straight 7A West Conference game since 2016. Bentonville coach Jody Grant was happy to see some new players step up for his team with his 2 stellar receivers out with injuries.
Yeah, so we had some guys, some new faces out there at receiver that had an opportunity to come out and perform, and they did. I'm very proud of them. And you think about Q Brown, a sophomore receiver who has really been getting better for us in our JV nights, and he gets an opportunity tonight and catches a few balls and does some good things. And CJ Brown, who's been out there, but he kind of got to be the feature guy this week, and he did some things. And it was just good to get some new faces out there and get them some experience.
and that always helps, especially in games like this.
Yeah, I mean, you never know how these games are going to turn out. You know, we knew having some new faces out there, it was kind of, we'll see how this goes, but we also knew that these are very talented young receivers, and you know, they're the future of our program here at that position, so this was a good opportunity for them.
In other games Friday night, Fort Smith Northside blanked Little Rock Central 35-0. Bentonville West also pitched a shutout, running past Springdale 40-0. And Springdale Harbor earned its first win of the season, rolling over Rogers Heritage 42-21. Also in the River Valley, Greenwood cruised over Mountain Home 31-7. Shiloh Christian returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown and routed Green Forest 58-12. And Lavaca claimed the wildest win of the week, outscoring Hackett 61-48 behind Maddox Noel, who ran for 4 touchdowns and passed for 3. That's 7 if you're counting, as the Hornets debuted on their new turf field. Also, the Gentry Pioneers, what a season they're having. They moved to 5-0 on the season with a 21-15 win against Berryville, and Van Buren was knocked from the unbeaten ranks in a 38-6 loss at Russellville. Now this week there are some big rivalry games on tap, as Springdale Harbor is set to host crosstown rival Springdale at Wildcat Stadium, and also Shiloh Christian has a key road game in the 4A1 at Prairie Grove, and Siloam Springs travels to Greenwood in the 6A West. That's it for this week's edition of Prep Rally. We'll be back next week as we recap another exciting week of prep sports from across the region. Thanks for watching.